All right. Oh my God, this is freaking amazing. Horror. What is horror about?
Get wrapped.
Okay.
Free.
I know you're free. All right. Everybody's going to be coming in. Hi, iPhone. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Oh, that's just a beautiful ceiling shot. Oh my God, everybody's here. Hi, everyone. How
Hello.
are you? Are y'all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
We're
okay.
kind
So
of
I have what? Tell
space.
me.
I said there's not really any space, but we're here.
That's okay. That's okay. I appreciate y'all. So there's going to be a couple of things. Well, sometimes I have sessions, like group sessions where everybody's in one room, and then there's other times where everybody just like chimes in. Hold on. This is better if you can hear me like that. That's a
Yes.
lot better. Anyway, thank you. I was like, I know y'all are looking at me weird, and it's not because my hair's, ugly. So that's no, it's because something else. So a lot of times people have group sessions, and sometimes they'll just be in different parts of the world. But obviously this is obviously great as well. So it's good. So let me tell y'all how this works. I also want to let you know a couple of things. So I have my spirit box on right now. And what the heck is a spirit box? Hold on, let me turn it like down. Otherwise, you're going to hear it. So most of them are they're not legit, they're not real, they are just made for like to be scary and whatever, like they have pre-programmed words and all that jazz. But there are some spirit boxes out there. I actually work with a gentleman, his name is Christopher Henson, and he is all into what I like to call ITC research, so inner transcommunal communication, to where you essentially can pick up either a voice or they can go through and they can manipulate the frequencies to turn it into words. And sometimes it can show up as like an actual word, or other times it will just come through and like you can hear it as well. Now, it takes a lot of work for them to do that. So you, as like the person that's the sitter doing it, you are having to be the battery to like be that connection. Because whether you want to know or not, all of y'all are the ones that kind of like bring them forward. You're the energy, your love, your connection. That's what it is. And they also have to practice, just like us when we're learning how to, if we learn how to speak another language, it takes practice. This is a new tool as well. So the only reason why I'm using this is before your session, actually, while I was getting ready, I was in the shower. And I get a lot of stuff while I'm getting ready during the day. So while I'm doing my hair, because I don't listen to music, I actually don't watch the news or anything like that during the week because I have to keep myself very neutral. I'm very boring during the week. And so while I was in the shower, I got a couple of images. Now, this could be for somebody I'm having sessions with today, right? I have about 6 clients today, or it could be for somebody this week. But when I sat down here, it just made, to like zone out for 5 minutes before this, it just made sense. So I got an image while in the shower of somebody coming up to a boy, and it felt like it would be like my son. I don't think that they're coming up to my son. It was a feeling of a woman, and she just like wanted to go up and hug this boy and say like, oh, mama loves you, mama loves you, mama loves you, mama loves you, just like over and over and over again. There was a really, really big connection with that. And they just kept showing me trying to like smother them with kisses in a good way, almost like what you would do to like a 4 or 5 year old kid. I don't think that they're 4 or 5, but they're trying to like put that like overindulgence essentially. And I was like, okay, so maybe there's a son involved or something like that. The second thing that I got was that, and I don't know exactly how this fits quite yet. The second thing I got was somebody that was either like if they watch on YouTube or if they watch shows online, it mainly goes with either fixing stuff or like fishing or hunting. I have no idea. And they were just showing me an image of somebody with like, how, and I don't hunt a whole lot. I have acreage, but I haven't killed anything yet. I do fish a lot. And you know how they wear like the hats and stuff like that? And they showed me an image of like if somebody has a fish and they're like, oh, this is the bass. you know, which leads me to believe that like somebody is around a lake more than an ocean. So we'll have to see about that, because I grew up catching flounder and redfish and not bass because we were right next to the ocean. So there was somebody talking about that. They were talking about a man. I don't know exactly how this person is related to, but I think they were just around him saying like, oh, I'm here. I'm watching you as you get like submerged into this stuff. Those are the only two things that I got in the shower. And then I came into my session room and I sat down and I lit my candles and I started decompressing for about 4 minutes. And I actually have a thing called a REM pod. And so essentially, we're all electromagnetic field. Essentially, we're energy. And so when you turn this thing on, I'm going to see if, there we go. Essentially, this will go off, you know, if I touch it, but it'll also go off if a spirit or if somebody walks around and touches it as well. So I didn't realize that I had this on from last night, and I had it over here in the corner on my chair over here. And as I was zoning out, it went off. Now my butt puckered a little bit and I was like, okay, that's interesting. I'm not expecting that, right? And so I was like, all right, because you're like, whoa, you know, like that. And so I started zoning out. I wasn't zoned out yet. I was in an accounting meeting earlier. So I'm going from, you know, accounting to like zoned out. And so I said, all right. So I turned on my spirit box. So this is a Transcend app. I would recommend, if y'all are like interested in anything like this, learn about spirits first, learn that they're not scary. Whatever your energy and whatever you are, that is what you will attract. So if you're very negative and hateful and mean and rude, then you're probably going to get something that's like grumpy or negative and rude. If you exist and you know, essentially closer to God, source, spirit, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same thing. Jesus, you tend to get these higher vibrational spirits that will come through and connect. And if you focus on one, well, then they will come through. So I got some interesting things, and I'd like to share it with you. And I wrote them down, but I also have them on here because it stays recorded. And we will just have to see if this goes with anything. So I'm going on here, I'm going to the text log, and these are some of the things that was said. And I can even send you a screenshot of this later. That way you can, obviously, clearly it's super small here. So if you wanted me to email it to you, I can do that as well. So there's a couple of things that were said verbally that I could only hear, but then there's other things that showed up. So I was like, oh, essentially in my brain, you're having a conversation. So I was like, oh, who's here? Who's here? And you can feel the difference between masculine and feminine, men and women. And there is a feeling of a woman, okay? Because it felt like what more would be like my sister than my dad. That's how I know from masculine and feminine. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, are you the one that was like showing up in the shower? Because we're zoning out when we're in the shower or driving. So that's how you connect. And so I didn't really get anything. And I said, okay, we're going to see, because you set that off. I was like, we're going to see if you can use my spirit box. So I went through, hold on, where is it at? Where did it start on here? There it is. Okay. So I started channeling, or I started feeling, and it said hi. I go, okay, well, that's great. And then it said stuck in. I was like, okay, well, what are you stuck in? I said, can you make me feel stuff? And it just felt like we were either trapped or cramped or something. We'll have to figure out what that is. And then I started channeling more and feeling, and it says unclear, but it said wreck. And then right after it, it said and car right after that. And so I can send you that too. And then it said me. And I said, what happened? I said, is this a wreck, or is this somebody else? What happened? And then it said my head, or by head. And I was like, okay, I'll send you this too. I'll take a screenshot of it. And it said, where is it at? Oh, it said bleed. And it said lost life. And then it said Ray. I have no idea. That could be somebody else that's coming through, or maybe somebody named Ray or Raymond or Ray of Light. I don't know. We'll have to figure out that a little bit. And it said horror, and then it said at home. I said, oh, so are you at home? Where are you at? So I think they're probably at home. And so we'll just have to see. Oh, and then it said her, and then it said me. And then it said my name. Oh, and it says love. Oh, see, this is what's going on. It says love us, love you, love you. So they're trying to tell you that they love you over and over again. So I'll send that for you. And yeah, and then that is what is going on. The other thing is I was channeling and I was feeling. I wrote that down. Let me take a screenshot, because sometimes this likes to like delete stuff. So okay, we're doing it. So I'll send that to you a little bit later. I'll send you all of it. And I'm just gonna kind of like let this play, but with this is what it sounds like if I have the volume up. Hold on. So that gets very annoying. So I'm just going to kind of sit here with the volume down, and we'll see what we get. So the other thing is, as I was vibing out, they showed me a very bruised arm, like right here. So they just showed me a very bruised arm. They showed me it being a different color. So that means like green or blue, you know, not like this normal pinky tan. That usually means that obviously they were with their body when they crossed over and they saw this. This could also mean some sort of trauma. I don't know if it's a wreck. I don't know if somebody grabbed them, whatever's causing bruising. They were also talking about butterflies. So I'll have to go with that. They were also talking about witnesses. Somebody kept saying witnesses. But then they also said, and I quote, now this was in my head, it says that like nobody got any money from it. Or like there was something where like nobody got either money from it. And so I wrote that down over here. If you want me to mail this to you, this is like while I'm just sitting here. The other thing is they kept showing me butter. I have no idea why. I don't necessarily think that they were like the best cook, but maybe they were trying. I said, to what degree did you? Because I used to be a chef. That's my favorite thing is cooking. And they were just like, oh, well, I'll just slap some shit in the pan, you know, and call it a day. But I like doing it. I go, all right, that works. The other thing is that somebody was talking about somebody was driving. So this is going to go back to almost like the car. It's going to kind of like push that up. Another person said, bleed. Something about June. We'll have to figure out what June. Maybe it's somebody's birthday or something happens in June.
What is
We'll have to
this
figure that out.
June?
June. June. Yeah.
Okay.
June. Yeah. Yeah. Or it could be something that it sounds like June. I'm just gonna let you know because, and I'll tell you how I channel and how this works. But somebody keeps talking about that. Another thing is that they kept saying "Mama loves you" over and over and over again. Like that was, and I was like, all right. So obviously you have kids. I'm a mom. I get it. And then what else? Somebody was talking about dogs. They mentioned dogs like 3 or 4 times. This is just in my brain. So maybe they had one. There's probably some that are crossed. They'll probably try to bring those through as well if y'all are okay with that. Y'all never went or nobody ever went to Dallas, right? Or did you know anybody named Dallas?
No. No.
Okay, yeah, because you don't feel Texas. Say it again.
I said, I've been to Dallas.
You've been to Dallas. Okay, yeah, there would have to be something that's like hardcore associated with it. There's every state feels different, and so this doesn't necessarily feel like Texas. So I'm actually an hour and a half away from Dallas. I'm right next to the Louisiana border essentially right now. And so the other thing is they were talking, and you do. Okay, sorry. So somebody just said, not now, but earlier when I'm writing all this down, they said big ass cup. And they kept talking about the big cups and people are drinking out of it. It reminded me of like Stanley's or like cute, like bigger than this, right? So this is like the Yeti one. And they kept waddling around like that or drinking it. And so I'm like, all right. All right. And so they were like making fun of somebody. They said horror again. And then what was the last one? I think that they may have been, and you're gonna have to correct me if I'm wrong on this. I don't know if they're talking about them or if they're talking about somebody, because we're mentioning being a mom and stuff, but somebody being like oddly picky about food or like being like a very finicky eater or something, or like going through and just like mm, like they'll eat it, but like she kept showing me that face over and over again. So I go, okay. So those are the things that I got like 5 minutes before we started. Actually, why I started a couple minutes early because I was so excited to talk to y'all about it. So I will send you this stuff if you want, or send you pictures of it. That way you can see it. But are you ready to get into the session?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. There you go. That's the beginning. So let me kind of tell you how this works. So I'm going to actually take this and I'll lose it if I just fold it over there. So I'm going to put that there. So number one, obviously it's just going to be me. I'm going to have this little pen. I'm probably going to chew on it and lose it. That's just what I do. But I will have this beautiful notepad as well. And all I do is scribble over and over and over again. I get anxiety when I channel because my brain's going 1 billion miles an hour while I'm still having to interact. And so this kind of just helps me like refocus and calm down a little bit. When they talk, how do they talk? Well, they talk to everybody like this. So I just want y'all to really like not only pay attention to how things are coming across, but I want you to go back and maybe even rewatch it again, because there may be something that I say that y'all miss. There may be like a hand gesture, or maybe something I say underneath my breath. Some people come back and they're like, you said this and this and this, and I didn't even notice it. I didn't notice it either. So just go back and rewatch it. Now, when they talk, like I said, they come through because they love you. They're connected to you. But essentially, we're saying, I love you so much. Can you please hop in Amie's brain and can you play with it like a computer? That's how they do this. And so they talk really in 4 different ways. The first way is that they come up and they can sort through all these different signs and symbols that I've created in my mind over the years. Some of them are like a pineapple. That means that they're from Florida. Other ones are like a grilled cheese sandwich. That means that they live in Canada. Don't ask me where those came from, but that's just a thing. And they'll put all these little signs in a line, and I'll just kind of like flow with it and tell you what I believe it means. The next thing is that they will talk in feelings. This is 99.9% of the time how they speak. So they may try to talk about being taken off life support, and how they would do that is they would bring up the feeling when I took my dad off life support. So they would kind of like redo that. Or if they wanted to talk about how their favorite food was chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, they would bring up in my brain the last time I had chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, and they would give me that feeling. So it's the bad and the good all the way across the board. The next 2 ways are that they will try to put me in a situation that could have happened to them, could have happened to y'all, or will happen to you, by taking my own experiences and kind of like realigning them in a timeline. The other thing with this you have to remember is that they only have my experiences and the things that I've seen, felt, and done to go off of. So I'm from Houston, Texas originally. I currently live in the middle of nowhere in East Texas. I don't believe in snow. I haven't really been above Oklahoma. I haven't been outside the country. And so if you ask me something like, Amie, we live in, northern Maine. What did our house look like? I have no idea. I've never seen it. I want to go there, but I haven't seen it yet. So it can be really hard with that. But if I've seen like a YouTube video on it, or I've had another session with somebody, they can bring that out of my brain too. The last thing is that they will come through and they will just talk in words. Sometimes they'll show up and I'll be like, oh, do you know somebody that is a Sherry? Or do you know somebody that has like a SH name that's a female? Stuff like that. With names and nicknames and stuff like that, it can be a little bit difficult. And the reason for it is because the reason they can pull out like full on names in my head is because I have an emotional connection to it. Maybe it was like a best friend that I had in high school, or maybe it was somebody that I worked with, right? And so they can attach that in my head. If it's a name that I've never heard before, or that I don't use quite often, the way sometimes it'll come out is I'll be like, oh, do you know somebody with like a man with a heavy T name? It could be Tim, something right around there. And you'll be like, yes, Tommy. And I'm like, oh, okay, Tommy. I don't know a Tommy. So they would like add Tommy. And so they would kind of like add all that in there. So that is how they talk. If my eyes look a little wild, it's going a billion miles an hour in my head, but I'm going to kind of like focus and shut up right now. And all I really need y'all to do essentially is when I go, hey, does this make sense to y'all? You go, heck yeah, Amie, it does, or no, it doesn't, because I have to have somebody confirm it for me. Otherwise, my brain is like, did they not hear it? Is my microphone off? Is something wrong? And then that's it. So that's essentially it. If you have questions to ask me, I love a good challenge. It's super fun. And nothing you ask is dumb, by the way. Nothing. Okay. So just stay with me. I'm gonna see what this is. Let me switch this. I'm gonna put my other one on. Hold on. That way I don't have to look over. Okay, I have this one too. Yesterday I was getting some very interesting results. So I'm gonna put that right there. Hang on. Where are you? Hold on. Ooh. Y'all are quiet right now, but I can tell you're not a quiet family just because from what they are talking about. Sorry, somebody is walking around here. It's her because she's showing herself strutting in an inch, just like walking, and she's making me hear y'all like that, and I'm like, okay, I gotcha. And there's a lot of laughter, and there's a lot of like just sassiness and goodness going on right now. Like there's a lot of clapbacks and good ones. I like it. So just stay with me. What are you doing? She thinks she looks good. That's what she keeps
course she does.
saying to me. Yeah, she goes like this. She goes, I look good, don't I? I was like, oh, yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I just want to let y'all know with how she's coming forward. FYI, there is a heaven, there's a higher vibrational state, there is like a middle area, kind of like a purgatory-esque, and there is a lower dark area. Some people call it hell. Those all do exist. She's in a higher vibrational state. She's in heaven. And so because of how light and airy and fun she is, if somebody was like in middle or if they were stuck, they'd kind of like just be standing in the corner and very upset. And so from just my assessment at this moment, she feels pretty light and good. Hold on. Who is Trouble? Who is that? Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Was she... Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. She keeps talking about a guy being Trouble, and I don't think it's any of y'all. Y'all feel too good. So hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. She's interesting. She's trying to learn how to use my brain right now. She's trying to talk about love. Um, she's trying to talk about how was she not, she wasn't married when she crossed? Yeah, okay. Yeah, she goes like this. I said, so where is like your husband here at all or anything like that? And she says, she says, I didn't even find love yet before I died. I go, oh, okay. And then she's talking about like some guy, I guess maybe before she says, oh, he was Trouble. And so I'm like, okay, maybe somebody's Trouble. We'll have to figure out like who this Trouble guy is. And she just keeps going. So that just means like beyond a reasonable doubt. So I'll have to figure out who and why. Tell me, hold on. She like loves all of y'all. I said, who's your favorite? Do you have a favorite? Who are these people? So I'm gonna start asking her like who is everybody? How are we all related? If we are related. Hold on, come here. What are you doing? Oh, hold on. So who's Pops? Pops? Pop? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. So are you mom in the back left? Your mom.
Yes, ma'am.
You're very young. Yeah, sorry. She's talking about you being mom. And I'm like, she looks like she could be almost like sister. Okay. And then she's talking about, and then is this dad on the right?
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
Pops. Okay, I'm gonna call you Pizarro. I called my okay, yeah, she goes like this. She says, I said, so who are these people? Can you tell me? And then she goes up and she shows my mom and my dad, and then she puts your faces together. And I go, oh, okay, I gotcha. And she's talking about how, oh, it said group of us and it said positive. So hold on. Tell me, what are you doing? She's funny. She's talking about achievements. Her biggest thing, I said, so why did you die? Do you want to go back to that? She flashes me that bruised arm again. And she just feels very disappointed about passing. She's very like there's all this shucks type of feeling about it. And she keeps talking about how there's like this big bright road to hoe, like this was going to be good. It was going to be good. And she's talking about it being like snatched away. And I said, okay. Why? Hold on. Come here. Tell me. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Oh, that is you. So are you Sun? Right here in the middle? You're the sun. You're the infant. I'm going to call you the shower sun, not in a weird way, but she was talking about you. Yeah, I go like this. I said, who else? Can you tell me about the woman over here, all that? And then she flashes me that moment of like a vision of like just trying to come up and kiss you. And she's talking about hold still. So I know that you wish that she was here to do that to you, and she's just like all around you, like wrapped all around you. She's talking about how, tell me, hold on. Do you vape still?
Yeah.
Oh. I said, sorry, so random. She goes like this. She says, I don't know what he's doing killing himself. I said, what are you talking about? And she says, I was worse. I said, what do you mean? What's up? And then she just made me smell like fruit. And I go, oh, I know we're not smoking a strawberry. So this means that we're smoking like vape or something. And she says, he's always, and so she's with you all the time. She's talking about it curbing your anxiety. And she says that, tell me, hold on. You could be very crafty and very creative. Hold on. She just wants you to apply yourself more. That's what she keeps saying. And she keeps talking about you being, hold on. Why? Oh, so you do online gaming quite a bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, sorry. She goes like this. She says, all he could do is apply himself. And I said, well, what does he do? What does he work or like what? And then she just shows me a headset or headphones and saying, hi guys, what are you doing? Like that. And I go, oh, I know what this is. This is gaming. I get it. And she's talking about how, why? Hold on. Aw, so would your grandfather always have projects for you to do, or would y'all do it together and you don't do it so much anymore?
They did stuff
know?
together,
Yeah.
yeah.
We was
Yeah,
shooting.
okay. Okay, yeah, she just goes through and she showed me an image of like if he's following behind you outside and she makes me hear a crunch of leaves and then she shows a ruler and a pencil with you, sir. So that for me means like projects, going outside, doing things, but then she shows like her son growing up all the way. So it's like this has been happening for forever. She also like appreciates you being this like father type energy or this father figure in his life too. And she just like sees it all the way through. So like there's a big appreciation. She does say that you have a really, really big heart. And she says you're a really good guy, which I don't get that a whole lot, which is really nice. She thinks you're pretty cool. She says, hold on. You can be a stick in the mud though, and that's fine. Okay, that's all they're saying. And I quote. I said, what do you think? I said, what? And she goes, oh no. And she just literally shows a stick in the mud and like tries to move it. I go, well, that's an interesting analogy. And she's talking about how, come here, why? Hold on. Oh, what? Hold on. So, Dad, have you already, oh, are you thinking about retiring out?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she goes like this. So she's using all these different words in my head. So I'm sorry if this is exactly what she calls you, but this is how it comes across. She goes, Papa, you gotta retire out. It's a good thing if you do. Oh, he just won't actually do it. He's gonna go stir crazy in here. I said, oh, okay. And he's talking about how you'll be doing a billion things. And she says, but it's really, really good for you. It's good for your heart and like to do it. Okay. So please do it in whenever you get a second. And she's talking about how, hold on, but she also says like one of your love language is work. Um, you'll just have to figure out how to do it another way, and working and helping your family and serving your family. That's like your love language. So I get it. So now you're going to have to like enlist your grandson and do more projects. Okay. We need to build a plane or an ark or something like that. Okay, that's your next step. So hold on. Look, we just have the next year for your planned out. Tell me, come here. What happened? Oh, does he? Does he? How interesting. Because I'm not a doctor, this can be a little bit difficult. So it may be that there's like an issue or something going around that area. So just as I go through this like next process, just be with me on that. Just keep that as a reminder. Somebody is talking about how you, sir, so Dad, do you get like exceedingly stiff in your lower back or in your knees? Like, do you get exceedingly stiff?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, she just showed you getting up. Like if somebody goes and it just feels like for me, just in just like a micro dose, it feels like, my spine's trying to come out of me and then my knees just like hurt terribly. But then she says that you take it in silence and you get up and you make the decision of, oh, when I get going, it'll stop hurting. And that's also why you keep going at the same time. And so I would even say, I mean, shots, are they worth it? I've had them. She's just trying to tell you to take good care of yourself, because she knows what you're going through. Okay. And she gets it. And why? She thinks you're very handsome. And she just flashed me a picture of when you were younger. And I mean, you're still handsome now, don't get me wrong, but like she's trying to like prop you up and just make you be the number one. Oh, what? Oh, it says camera on my phone. So she's here. Tell me, what happened? Where? Do you have any reference to Teddy? Does anybody have any reference to a Teddy or a Ted? Okay, it's okay. Only reason is because the name came up earlier. I wrote it down, and then in my head they just showed me Teddy. But the only other thing would be like a teddy bear. But I don't believe we have anything to do with the teddy bear. Is that a thing?
I mean, I still sleep with my teddy bear.
Oh, you have a teddy bear. Really? You do? That's okay. No, that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, earlier, they just went back up. So she's trying to go to other people. So you'll see, I'll send you a picture. Well, you can't see it here, but it says Teddy. And for me, that can mean teddy bear, or that can mean like a man named Ted. So we'll just see. And what? Hold on. Where are you going with this? She's like over there on your side. Where are you at? Hold on. She's talking about like all the dogs. She goes like this. She says, I said, what are you doing? And she's like over this way. I don't know what would be over there. And she's talking about sitting down, but she says, I'm with all the dogs. I said, how many dogs? She says, oh, you don't want to ask. And I said, oh, okay. So maybe there's like a lawn. So maybe there's yeah, so maybe there's like a laundry list of them, so we'll have to figure that out. And so they're all there with her. And she's saying that, tell me, hold on. Did y'all have a really, hold on. What does that mean? Did you have a dog that would be around you that was like your buddy that was like the size of a lab? I don't know if it would be a lab. Did you have something that'd be like that size?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like sitting next to your feet and your leg in my head. And she's talking about how she has this dog and this dog sits next to you all the time. And it's like your buddy. Okay. And you can kind of like feel the energy of what it is, which is really cool. But since I don't know all the dog breeds, it's a little bit hard. But there's another one what were you gonna say? Say it again, babe.
I was gonna say he was a lab.
He's a lab. Is he really?
A chocolate
Oh my
lab,
God.
yes.
Yes. Yeah. They showed me the wrinkles, when they gain a little weight and they get like the little pudgy wrinkles, not in a bad way. And they're making me feel the hair and the big head of what a lab would be. So he'd be sitting next to you. Okay. Yeah. And tell me why? Tell me. Halfback. Give me a second. Yeah, she's trying to really like butter your father up. Hold on. I'm trying to get her to switch into like what happened to her. I think she doesn't want the room, like the energy in the room to get sad. And so, because she feeds off of love. That's how she keeps coming in. Um, Hold on to help me. What did you do? You made some mistakes. All of us did, sugar. What happened to you? Hold on. Uh-huh. Well, that's interesting. Y'all don't look like you did this. Um, did somebody ever do like meth or heroin?
Yes,
Whoa.
yes.
Okay, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm like, y'all don't look like this. Okay, yeah, somebody goes like this. They said, oh, and it just said, I have a secret. And she's talking about um the rocks, or like how rocks look, and I don't think it's cocaine. I've only seen heroin and meth in like that form, so I don't know exactly which one it is. But she's talking about, I guess, how she did this, and how maybe, tell me, do you know she had like a friend or like a guy friend that died because of it too?
Yes.
Okay, okay, sorry. How cool. Okay, good job. Good job, y'all. Sorry, good job for her. She's a very spunky spirit. She goes like this. She says, "Oh, I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to be like that." I said, "Why?" I said, "Did she die of that?" And she says, "No, but he did." And she's like, "He's here." And I go, "Oh, okay. I don't know if we want to let him in, but I'm glad he's here. That's good." And she's talking about how, tell me, sister. Wait, so are you sister over here on the left in the corner? You
Yes.
are. Okay. Okay. You're my secret sister because I only see half of you. Um, you're very secret. So no, you're okay. You're good. You're good. I'm just joking with it. So she goes like this. She's talking about her sister being very mad at her. That's what she keeps saying. And she says, "Ooh." And so she's going, I mean, I think everybody would be mad at her, but she's talking in particular on this. I would be mad at her as well. And she says that, tell me. So sister, were you like partially what? Hold on. Are you younger, sister?
Yes. Yes.
You
4 years.
are. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. She goes like this. She's talking about you like helping raise kids or being a part or helping or like being a part of that. Now, I don't know to what degree are they living with you or what, or is he living with you? I don't know, but she talks about appreciation and like how I guess like the family pulls together during this time to like try to help out and like not let people fail. There's also she's very disappointed in that part of how did you know she started like trying drugs when she was like 17?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. She's talking about it taking her beauty away. And she's talking about how it like really messed with her. And she's sorry she ever did it. And she sees it now. She sees how it was something within inside of herself and she can see everything from like an outside perspective. And she does love, oh, so that's not your girlfriend. Is that your her daughter? Is this her daughter? You're the daughter. Okay. I've been thinking it's his girlfriend the entire time. And I was like, what do you think? I was like, are they gonna get married or something? That's what I was asking her. She was like, no, dumbass. No, no, they're my kids. And I'm like, okay. And I quote, and I'm like, all right, that's good. I was like, that's why you said kids. And she's talking about, so she's now mentioning you. So we're gonna go all the way around again. Ooh, is somebody a late October or a Scorpio birthday or like a November? Does November have to do with somebody?
I am.
You are. Oh, okay. So I am as well. And so she goes like this. So do you see how she's mentioning you now? So we're kind of we got to get you in the back. Okay. But she goes like this. I said, is there anything? And she says, oh my gosh, and happy birthday. It's coming up. I said, what? And she says, oh, like you. I'm November 7th. And she says, Scorpio. And I said, who? And she says, can you just let them know that like I'm there and I see them? So like she's putting a nod for your birthday. And I would have to say she's also talking about how she's there for every celebration and she's been there for every celebration. Now, I want to get into passing in just a second. Hold on. Did they? Did y'all let go balloons?
Yes.
Oh, she put birthday and I said, "Oh, balloons. Yeah, that's my symbol for birthdays." And then she's talking about being around y'all and then watching like them all go up in the air. And I go, oh, okay. And I just saw them go into the sky. I go, all right, we're here for it. And she says that, tell me, hold on. Oh, it just said break, break. Um, interesting. Hold on. So I think this is leading up to be something with a car. So we'll just have to see. Tell me. Hold on. Okay, I'm asking her about passing. Coming. Okay. Okay. I'm having her take me back to a memory if she can. She like lives in this house, by the way. I would not be surprised if you didn't hear like slight footsteps at night. It's not bad. If you didn't have like a light flicker, if you didn't have like a TV move, I mean, something like that, just because she just keeps walking back and forth in a good way. This also means to me that she didn't get to pass here or at home. And so she's just like trying to look for home or wherever this is. She, wait, sister, are you not living here?
No, this isn't my house.
That's not your house. Okay. I said, so does sister live here as well? I said, whose house? I said, whose house is this? And she goes, no, 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 no. Sister doesn't live here. Sister doesn't live here. And I go, oh, okay, okay. And hold on. Tell me. Hold on. Hold on. My son, her son, hold on. Are you attempting to move out right now? Or like, what are you doing with that?
I mean, probably in December.
He's turning 18 in December.
Really? Oh, happy birthday. This is, and I quote what she said. She says, I don't know why he has to move out. He has it perfectly fine right now. Why doesn't he just stay? You know, he always has a home. He's just going to stress himself out. Oh, yeah, like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll ask him about that. So I would say, yes, try it and do it. But I think also know that you always have, you know, a place. Okay. And it's okay if you, why? Tell me. And you do work full time right now, though?
School.
School, yeah.
School full time. Ah, okay. She goes like this. He says, always working, always working, always working. I was like, oh, okay. He says constantly, constantly busy. And I go, oh, okay, I gotcha. And tell me, come here. Hold on. What do you mean by that? Are you going to go into like engineering or computer science? Like, where are you going with this? What are you doing?
I have no idea.
Oh, well, perfect. I think you should choose one of those. Okay. Just because they look very similar to me because, you know, if you're like planning out engineering and plans, you're on the computer and you're doing drafts and everything like that. But then if you're doing computer science and like learning how to like make games or put stuff together or cybersecurity or something like that, that would be a really cool thing as well. And those kind of like go hand in hand, right? Because you can engineer like a cybersecurity firm, all of that. So I would say look into one of those, and I think you should do it. And she keeps saying, and I quote, she says, don't limit yourself to just a trade, which means for me, don't feel like you just have to like, I mean, trades are good. I love them. My husband does trade. But she's saying like with you, like go further, like you have it. Okay. So do it. All right. And why? Hold on. What? Do you have a girl you're talking to right now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She says, oh, and say hi to his little girlfriend. Hi, girlfriend. Hi. Just like that. And I go, oh, okay. Okay. And yes, she knows. Hold on. Where? I'm trying to ask her about passing, and she keeps coming back over here. Tell me. Oh, who? Who is that? Random question. I don't know who this would go for. If this is her, somebody. Um, did any, I don't know, for some reason it feels like almost like her daughter. Um, somebody have a really big male cat? Like
Yes.
hefty. Yeah. Who's that? Is that you?
Three of them.
I have 3 of them.
You do. Okay. Yeah. She goes like this. She keeps saying daughter, daughter, daughter. And then she puts one on like the back of the couch and she has you petting its big back. And I'm like, I gotcha. Yeah. So she sees, so she knows all about that. She's talking about those being your boyfriends in a good way. And she's talking about how, hold on, tell me. Hold on. But you're in a relationship as well then?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I said, so because I was by myself and I had like 3 cats. And so that was my boyfriend for a while. And I go, so what about her? I said, does she have anybody? Is she dating anybody? Yes, she is. She is as well. And she's talking about it. I guess it's going well, or it's going pretty darn smoothly right now, which is good. And she's talking about how, tell me, hold on, come here. I have a question. Does either the person you're dating or your cats have a B name, like B as in boy?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, my boyfriend.
good job, Mom. What is his name?
Brandon.
Brandon. Okay. Okay. Yeah. She goes like this. She says, I said, so what about this? And she goes back to boyfriend again. And then she goes, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, blah, 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 what? And so that's going along with Brandon. So she knows about him. And she's talking about how, tell me, come here. Can you go back over here? All right, I'm just going to tell you something that is going to drop the mood for a half of a second. So just stay with me, just because it's like she wants to talk about it right now. Um, hold on. Hold on. She's saying they can't frickin' see me. They can't frickin' see me. Why can't they see me? Why can't they see me? She's talking about after she passed. She's talking about, I guess, people limiting seeing her for some reason. I don't know why.
Yes.
She's okay, yeah, but she's out of her body at this point. She's like a soul, and she's yelling at everybody, like, why can't you just let them see me? What is the point of this? So she's frustrated with it. And she kept showing me an image of, I would have to say, DOA, at least very, very close to it, because she's already out of her body when this happens. And why? Hold on. Hold on. So her son, did you end up going up where, I don't know. I don't know. Was this after or was this during? I don't know if I'm trying to figure out the time of when she's showing me this action. There's 3 spots where this could happen, and I'm trying to get her to land on one of them. So hold on. Come here. Come here. She just adores y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Man, sister is a boss in a good way. She's talking about she is. She's just talking about you getting up and be like, no, we're going to do da 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 da. Like where mom like falls back on, sister goes up and like pushes through, which is good. And dad's like, well, I'm just here. I'm having a good time. Here we go. And he's just like, I'm in it for the ride. And she's just talking about the dynamic. She keeps showing me an image of like her son coming up and touching here. I don't know when that is. That's all she keeps showing me. Hold on. Hold on. Do we know if they were attempting? This is a wreck. So it wasn't a car. This is a car thing. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
It was so clear on my box. I literally sat down, wreck. And I'm like, okay. And I wasn't in belief. I was like, no, it has to be somebody else. She's talking about how, so they were attempting to bring her back, but they couldn't.
Yes.
Yeah, she's just talking about being as so when you cross over like that, you are instantly pulled out of your body. And but you stay around your body while people are trying to like bring you back. And it's just the function of can you, right? Can your cells, obtain this? And she's just talking about people or like attempting to do this. And she wants to come back in, but she says clearly she can't. And I asked her, I said, where was this at? I said, were you like, on life support or what's going on? And she's just talking about how like nobody would let people see her remains or nobody would let people see her body. And she's talking about how frustrated that is. And she's like, not even my mom. And she's like, no, my mom couldn't handle it. She's like, what about my sister? She could come in and do it. And she's talking about people being very frustrated. She doesn't want her kids to do it. But did we end up, how would her son, how I see, I don't know where that wraps into it then. I have no idea. I think all she wants to do is touch her kids. That's all she wants. She wanted somebody to come up and hold her hand and touch her hand. And she's saying she wishes she had that, but she never had the opportunity because neither your son nor daughter, y'all weren't able to go up and touch her hand after she had already crossed. Is that a thing? Post-mortem? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just because she's talking about that, whenever they show me that, it can mean I really want this to happen. I wish, like this wanting, or it can also mean that absolutely did happen. But since she's not placing it in a timeline, it just means I wish this would have happened. And she says that, tell me, was she with a guy?
No.
She was with a male dog.
A male dog. She was with the dog. Oh, because she keeps saying he's there, he's in the back, or he's there, and I'm like, who is he? Who is he? It's a freaking dog. I forgot about that. That's good. And she's talking about how. Tell me, what? How? Accident? Yes. Swerved wrong. Okay. What? Hold on. She keeps saying Kentucky Derby. Was she going like really, really fast?
No.
No, we live in.
Okay. Oh, you're in Kentucky? You're in Kentucky?
We live in.
Okay, I would have to say that probably goes with that why. So for me, the Kentucky Derby, what is it? His horse is running really, really fast. No wonder you don't feel like I've never been to Kentucky before. She keeps talking about Kentucky Derby. Do you know if this ended up happening on like a main road, like a highway or something? Okay. Okay, so I would have to say that probably goes with it. So it's fast. People are going fast normally around it. It's not just like on a side street or something. And she's talking about how, tell me, hold on. Hold on. She says, my fault, but then she says somebody else involved, they left. Do we know if this had to do, did like somebody like not stop or did somebody like cause this accident? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And she's talking about being frustrated by this. And she says that I said, were you like you high or were you going through something? She's like, no, 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 no. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. And why? Olin. So with this person that caused the accident, why does she keep saying we couldn't pin them down? Why does she keep saying we couldn't pin them down? Were we not able to like get them arrested or something?
No.
Oh,
She was stopped. Her car broke down on the interstate, and the person, because traffic was stopped, and then it started going, and her car wouldn't start up. So the person coming up behind her, they just hit her,
and flung the car. Oh my God. So they were just not paying attention at all.
yeah.
And they just went, yeah, that's why they were going. That's where the fat, yeah, she keeps showing me somebody coming up and like hitting her like full speed. And I'm like, what are you doing? Are you just going like crazy fast? Like, where's this at? And why? Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh my God. Hold on. Was her AC not working in that car?
No.
No, sorry. Okay, yeah, so random. She's talking about how she would have to leave the window down, or she's talking about how it would be an issue with like leaving the door open because it gets so hot, or something. So that for me means that she didn't have an AC working in that car. I don't know why she's bringing that up. She's talking about driving in it. She's making me like smell the inside of it, which is not bad. She's just having me re-envision it. She's talking about how, tell me why we had a lot of fractures. So we had like instant head trauma, instant like brain bleed.
Yeah.
She keeps talking about that. Okay. Yeah. I said, so what happened? Tell me about it. I had somebody yesterday, somebody took him, robbed him, dropped him off in the middle of the highway, and 3 cars hit him at the same time. So he's very conscious. Oh yeah. Yeah. This happened in LA. And I said, is this anything like him, like Mr. Santos? And she goes, no. She says, I didn't really feel it. She says, I was scared. I was nervous. I saw it coming up. And she says, but instantly there was this feeling of like, oh shit. And then dunk out. And so she's talking about not feeling it. And that's why she's out of her body and she's able to see it. Okay. So I just want to let you know that there wasn't a crazy amount of suffering. Like God pulled her out. It does exist. And that she was okay. She talks about how, what? Did the other person not have any insurance?
No, they did.
They didn't know.
They did. They did. Okay, okay. So what was, no, this all makes sense now with the whole thing. So what was the comment of no one, we didn't get enough money or any money from it? What is that about?
It, there was a settlement, but there wasn't a settlement like you see on television every day, like millions of dollars. But there was a settlement with the people.
That's it. That's it. Oh my God. I have read people that have passed in this way, and it's like they go from, not being able to afford bread to they have like a 9-bedroom home. Like it's a whole thing. And so she's talking about being frustrated by that, because her passing, essentially that's what it's worth. And so she's not frustrated, y'all, at all. Y'all did exactly what you were supposed to do. You went the extra mile. You saw it all the way through. She's just frustrated about that in particular. And why? Tell me. Donald. Interesting. Hang on. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah. Do we know a Donald?
Huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We don't want
Unfortunately.
we don't want to.
Oh, here, let me show you. I'm taking a screenshot of this and I'm going to show you. Hang on. Oh, I'm going to zoom in. This one I can zoom in on it. The other one's too small. Hold on. Yeah. Donald.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who's that?
Her biological father.
Oh. Yeah. Guess what? I have my ex-husband, his biological father is Donald, and he's not a good person either. So that's 2 strikes for Donalds. We just don't need them here anymore. So I get it. I get it. Oh, it just said sad right after that. Yeah. So hold on. And he's still alive though right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I said, where is he at? I said, is he dead? Is he with you? She says, no, he's alone, or he's negative. I go, oh, okay. So he's bad. And tell me, hold on. Do you know if he was an alcoholic?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. She just goes like this. She says, I said, so what about him? She goes, oh, he's probably drinking himself silly somewhere. And I go, oh, okay. Interesting. And she's talking about him being, when he crosses over, because he won't get his head out of his ass, that he's probably going to be in the middle vibration, which is fine. And he will just have to learn at that point. Okay. And come back over here. Tell me why. Hold on. She doesn't want y'all to remember her from the accident. She just wants to tell you, like I said, over and over again, that she didn't feel all the craziness that you experienced that people talk about afterwards. She was out of her body and it was fine. And apparently, your mom is crossed?
No.
weird. There's some woman that is here with her that she would like reference as being quote unquote like a grandmother, not necessarily a grandmother, but like a grandmother for some reason. So I don't know who that is, and she keeps saying it'd be somebody's mom. So
My grandma
so I'll have to
passed. That's the only thing I can think of.
what did she know her very well?
When she was younger, I mean, yeah.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that could be something that goes to that because she calls grandma. But for me, I'm like, oh, well, that must be yours. Because for me, my grandmother was already like 85 when I was born. So she was old. So I never got to know like great grandmother or anything like that or what that would feel like. So I'd have to say she may have like pulled her out, or helped her whenever she crossed over, like in that matter. Okay, because that's just what spirits do. They go through, especially when something is a little bit more tragic or a little bit more hardcore. Usually one of them will come down and they help you and they guide you all the way out. Okay, so hold on. Let me see. Give me a second. Hold on. She wants to talk about her right now, but I'm having her come back here and talk about her experience. So we may revisit her in just a second. Hold on. Come here. So where are you at? What happened afterwards? Hold on. Three? Three what? Three what? Oh. Okay. Half and half, maybe. Are we like coming up on like 3 years or something around that?
It's been
4 years.
It's 3.5 years.
Yeah, we're at 3.5 years.
Or right at 3.5. Okay, yeah. She kept making me feel like three and then going over. And that's why I'm like, I don't know which one this is. And then she keeps settling on three. So we're on year three right now. We're going to four. And she's talking about how what? She's like been begging to talk to people. She's been begging or like wanting to be here. So I'm going to ask her what she does for y'all, and what y'all do for her. So hold on. Give me a second. Tell me. Does anybody know a Randy or somebody like Randy? No? Okay. Yeah, I just heard the name Randy like clear as day in my brain. So I'm gonna write that down. Or Randall. That would be the only other thing, but I don't know anybody named Randall. So we're gonna keep that there. Hang on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Dad, there is. Oh no, this is what she's trying to do. Hold on. Hold on. What? Dad, you have some guy that is standing around you. I don't know why. You have your dog below you, and you have some gentleman that keeps shifting back behind you. And then, of course, your daughter's here. And I think she's trying to make this more complicated in my brain and bring other spirits through, which is always fun. But to show you that you're not alone. So hold on. What? Tell me. Hold on. She's talking about Christmas coming up. She's talking about make it a party. So, Mom, are you going to be holding Christmas here?
Yes, at Madison.
This is my house.
Oh, this is your house. So, are we going to have Christmas here?
We had Christmas last year, and it was the first Christmas I had like here. And I don't know what's gonna happen this year, but maybe.
Really? Okay, sorry. She's talking about she shows me, she says, "Oh, something new house. Oh, new house. Oh, Christmas here. Christmas here." And I go, "Oh, okay." So I'm going to have to say that she was here last year, and she's talking about shedding the tree in the corner. I said, "Good." And she's talking about like being here for all of that and then everybody talking about her. So just FYI. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. She's saying, hold on. Are you wanting to have a boy?
She has a boy.
I
You do. Okay. She goes like this. I said, so what about Christmas? I said, do we have any extra Christmas gifts or anything? And she goes, oh my gosh. She says, I just love my grandson. She shows me an image going again with the kisses. And I go, okay. But then she shows like a baby and she holds it. So that sometimes can be that it's coming up or that you already have one and she's trying to show you that she knows and like they're around it. She's also talking about how, tell me, hold on. So does he like to sleep with you still?
No.
Okay. She goes like this. She says, "Oh, he's a big boy or he's a big kid or he's a big boy." And I go, "Oh," but then he shows him like coming and like cuddling up next to you. So I was like, maybe he's coming up and like trying to sleep with you still. And the only reason why I asked that. She's talking about how, tell me. Hold on. Let me slow down for her real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Weird. So is it like you and your like fiance that live here?
Me and my boyfriend live here, yes.
Your boyfriend. Okay. I said, so is this her husband? I said, or what's going on? She says, no, but it's going to be. And I go, oh, okay. That's why I said fiance. I was like, all right, well, maybe it is. And then she shows me two cars parked out front. So that for me means like there's always two cars going on. There's also another thing she just mentioned. This is just a funny little thing. Do you have the opportunity or could you put like a carport or something out front to like park your cars under? Or is that a thing that you can do here? No. Okay. Only God, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. She goes like this. She says, she doesn't have a place to park where there's shade. She's like, they get freaking hot. And I said, oh, really? I said, is there like a garage or something? She goes, no. She goes, they could put a little up. And so I'm like, oh, well, maybe you could. I think she's just trying to comment on like the hot cars. Apparently, having that no AC really did a thing for her. And so now she's like terrified of hot cars. She's saying that, tell me, you don't have AC?
No.
That's why. Okay. So you don't have freaking AC and you're getting into a hot car that doesn't have any shade in it. And so she's worried about that. Okay. Be careful. Hold on. Hold on. Can your boyfriend not fix cars? He can't, right?
He thinks he knows it all, but no.
She says like she says, and don't even have him get out there and look underneath that hood. You know what he's gonna do? He's just gonna lift it up and be like, I got it, and then nothing. She's just gonna ruin it. Just shut it and let it go. That's I'm like, okay, I'll ask her about that. And hold on. Sorry, that was very funny. Your mother, this is why she's here. Tell me. Hold on. What? Better picture of me. What are you talking about? Um, hold on. I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. Is there like a big no. Is there a bigger picture of her like on this wall that I'm on? Like behind me? It's over there. It's
There we are.
yeah,
Where?
okay.
Right here on the.
Right there on the corner.
Oh.
Right there on that wall. Yeah, she keeps showing me back over here. She goes, the wall back, but what would be behind me? And she says, you think you can get a better picture of me, don't you? And I was like, oh.
I couldn't find any other ones. I'm sorry.
Just know that she knows about it. She's talking about being the guardian of the house, and she's talking about going up and seeing this photo over and over again. So thank you for putting it up, but she does have a lot of opinions, and it's quite funny, actually. And she says that, tell me, who? So who is she's so funny. Is somebody an Aquarius, like a February?
I'm a Pisces.
You're a Pisces. Okay.
I'm a
February
Pisces.
what?
She's a 25th.
Okay, yeah, you're a cusp. You're right there. Yeah, somebody showed me February. Good job. People don't really know that. Good job. Sorry. So I always have to say just the main date. Yeah, she says, oh, and look at me. I'm so cool. I'm a And she flashed me the water sign, but she showed me February. And I'm like, what? And so she's talking about you. And she says that, tell me. And so you are working full time as well right now, my sister?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. She's talking about, she says that how busy you are, and she's talking about you busting your butt, and she's talking about going with you to work, and she's talking about how, are you like wanting to switch your careers or switch your position soon or something?
I just took a new position, but I'm wanting to like switch again. I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, she wants you to. She says she's not happy with it. She doesn't like it where it's at, or it just doesn't fit. And she says like it's a good idea for you to do that. Okay. So look and move
Um,
and go. What? Tell me.
we didn't hear any of that.
Oh, sorry.
You broke up a little bit.
I know. She said that it's a good idea to go. She essentially just says that you don't seem very happy with it, or we're not content with it. And so if you want to go and look for something else, it would be a good idea. So please go do that. Okay. So I would say yes. And she would help you as well. So all you have to do is you have to ask her. You just say, hey, can you help me find like a new position, or can you help me find something that follows along with who I am? And then just give it time, and she'll make doors open for you, and you just got to walk through them. Okay. That's what they do. And then come back here. Hold on. Hold on. So mom and dad, hold on. Where is this at? Somebody's talking about going to the lake. Hang on. When y'all retire, are you gonna like go and like try to get a lake house or something closer to the water?
We have a camper. We're going to travel.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They go. She's talking about retiring. And she's retiring, and she's talking about how y'all are gonna go around. And she shows me this beautiful view, like over a lake, and she makes me smell like the air. And she's talking about the freedom, and she's talking about how nice this would be. So yeah, please go and do that. You're really, really gonna enjoy that. She's talking about how. Tell me. So is the camper like a pull behind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As I said, sorry, I just recently I have my husband's family is all in California, and they like to camp. Down here in Texas, we don't camp because everything kills you essentially when you're out there. And so I've recently found out all about like the different campers and stuff like that. And I said, well, what type? Is it a fifth wheel? Is it like a van truck thing or what? And she goes, no, it's a pull behind. And I said, good. And she's like, yes, please go do that. So she's going to go on these adventures with you as well. She's talking about how why she just turned herself into an angel. Hold on. Did we not? We didn't cremate her? We didn't cremate her?
We did. We did.
Ah,
Right
that's
there.
her right there. That's what she says. She goes like this. She says, I didn't want to be buried. I didn't want to be buried. And I go, oh, okay. She's like, mother or mama wouldn't bury me. Mama wouldn't bury me. And I was like, oh, okay, okay. And then she put herself in like a little silver tokens, jewelry. I don't know what this is. And then she's talking about passing it. What is there you go. That's it. Thank you. And she's talking about passing it around to people. So I guess everywhere a lot of people have this, which is cool. And she's talking about how why, oh my God. What? Oh, daughter? No, you don't. You don't have anything
But
here, right? You don't have anything here, correct? Oh, what is that? What is that about?
that's her tattoo. We've all three got
Everybody. Dad, where's yours at? What's going on?
Yeah, it's still in the ink.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Oh, good job. Yeah, she goes like this. She has made me scratch my arm. And I'm like, okay, do we have an itch? And she's talking about, so know that she knows about all of this. And she's saying that, tell me, hold on, hold on. Where did you go, Mom? Where? Hold on, hold on. Jason. Okay. What? So her son, you didn't get one? You didn't get a matching one?
Didn't
No.
mention.
Oh, she goes like this. I said, so what about the son? I said, where's his at? I said, I don't think I see one right there. And she says, he'll get one when he has time. And I go, oh, okay. He'll get one when he has time. I go, fine. And she's talking about how what she just adores y'all. She sees everything. I'm gonna ask her about y'all's life. Well, and then we'll see what she can bring up. Hang on. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the fun game. So she was trying to talk about mom and dad's house a second ago. But I couldn't get her to sit on it. Mom, Dad, did y'all have like a little like 1-story home beforehand? And like, are you selling that? Are you gonna sell that?
No, we still have it. We're not selling it.
Well,
It has a
well,
basement.
we lived in a 1-story
Oh, yeah.
before we bought the house we're in.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so the one that you're in right now, it's pretty new, or it's new to you? New to you?
20. We've been there 23 or 4 years.
20. Oh, you're in 24 years. Okay. She's talking about, she brings up like a single story home. And then she's talking about like y'all, were you at that other one for at least 10 years before that other single story?
No.
Yeah, I don't know why that would be a big thing for her. I have no idea why that would be a big thing for her. Or it's probably that I'm like not getting it all the way and she's trying to talk about something else. So let me go back to the thing. Hold on, let me go back to the thing. Tell me. What? What about her? Oh my. This is what it feels like. So I'm asking where, and it's like ping, 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 ping. It just keeps going all the way around. Hold on. So in the background in the back, in the corner, that is this does he go along with brother? Are you like brother energy? Weird.
That's
She
my
just comes
brother.
up. That's your oh, that's your brother?
Yes, that would be
Oh,
her
so is it
uncle.
like oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because she keeps coming up and like messing with you and like saying hi and like having like it's almost like I'm poking at you and having a good time. And so, but she loves you. She thinks you're really, really cool. And so I'm like, oh, what type of fun energy is that? So and it just said, hold on. Okay, I took a screenshot. Give me a second. So as I'm sitting there and I'm feeling and we're introducing you. So somebody says hello. I've never seen that show up on here before. Hold on. Tell me. Hold on. So in you, sir, in the back, what? Killer with the ladies. What does she mean by that? Like, and I quote, um, hold on. Are you not married right now?
No, I'm married.
You are. Okay. Yeah. It said bride. And then he says killer. She said killer with the ladies. And I'm like, what? What is going on? Did she know your wife pretty darn well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like making a nod to her and trying to say hi. That's what she's trying to do. So she's trying to like make a thing. And I think maybe the killer with the ladies, there's like some inside joke or something that goes with that. I don't know exactly what that is. But y'all can insert stuff there. She talks about how what? Do we have any idea? Was somebody in like the Marine Corps or the Army or something?
Navy.
Navy. Good job. Yeah. Sorry. They go like this. They talk about she went up and she went
Christopher.
like that. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, she's just talking about being strong. She's talking about prideful. And then she shows me every military commercial I've ever seen in my life over and over again. And then she salutes me. And so I'm like, all right. So like you hear all the different commercials in your brain. And why? Tell me. She says you're very honorable. Hold on. Aw. Tell me. So for you, her uncle, oh, you're doing all right. You're doing all right financially and everything right now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. She says that he'll do anything for his family. She says that he's scratching out a living, so which means that you're working really hard, like you're doing everything. And she says that, like, I guess she like follows you everywhere to these places, and she's kind of like this little angel that sits on your shoulder that like checks on you. There is an odd feeling. She wants to talk about your health for a second. Hold on. Hold on. Also, y'all, if anybody needs to get up and go to the bathroom or anything like that, please do so. It's not a big deal. Hold on. Tell me about him. Oh. I don't know exactly who this goes for. I think it may still go for our gentleman in the back. Um, did anybody ever lose like a child, like a baby?
No.
Weird. Somebody's talking. Somebody just showed me an image of what would be a little girl, but they put in a blanket, which means a baby for me. Yeah. And she says because daughter and him, they're in the same line, like energetically, she's just saying, oh, and I have this here. And I go, okay. And she's talking about like having that and just letting y'all know that she has her as well. Okay. And then it's okay. And why? Tell me, tell me. And she keeps saying, I take good care of them. I take care of them. I go, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, your mom is in heaven. She's okay. She's not stuck. She's not in a bad way. Tell me about that. Where? Hold on. Where were you going? Was like your mom when she was in her car, was she leaving? She was leaving her house or she was leaving? I mean, she was not coming home. She was like on her way to something.
Yeah.
She was going to her house.
She was on my way. She was on the way to my house.
Your house. Okay. She's talking about, she says, I was about to go have a good time. I was about to go hang out. I was about to go see somebody. And she was like, and then, bam, that's what happened. And she's talking about being on her way. On her way where? I don't know what this is. And she says that, tell me, why are you showing me that? She's funny. She just showed me Mountain Dew. That's a Kentucky thing, though, isn't it? I think so. I think so, right? Sorry, I've never actually had it. But she put liquor in it, which is funny. So like we're adding that together. But she was sober though, correct? She didn't like drink a whole lot at all, correct?
No. No.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I go like this. I said, what are you doing? So she's talking about having a party, which they do. They do, believe me. When somebody dies, there's like a big party going on. I don't know why. It's just a thing. And she shows me Mountain Dew. She got one of those really big cups and then she poured it in there with ice. And then somebody for me, a version for party, is showing me booze for some reason. So I think she's having some sort of party with some people. I don't know where or what. She's also, I'm asking her, like, what are her favorite foods? Or what are y'all's favorite foods? Hang on. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh God, what is that? What did you just make me taste? Hang on. So remember, everything smell, taste, all that stuff, it's just a vibration. So essentially they can go into your brain and they can make you smell stuff. That's why sometimes if you like smell her perfume or you experience a feeling, it's all in that same area. Hold on. She keeps complaining about her stomach being bloated. She keeps talking about how, what are you doing? That's so weird. She's walking around. She's like, oh, and I'm like, okay. And she's like patting it. But then she shows me a French fry and then she eats it. And I said, okay. I said, well, that gives you gas. I said, that's the thing. And she's talking about how, tell me, hold on. She's mocking Chick-fil-A. Why? Hold on. Give me a second. She's trying to settle on some sort of maybe fast food of something, but I may not have it in my area, or I may have not have tried it before. So hold on. Hold on. Hold on. My daughter, do you live like really close to like a Burger King? Do they have Burger
We
King
have,
up there?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Okay. You have McDonald's. Somebody keeps showing me chicken nuggets over and over again, but it's not Chick-fil-A. And so I'm like, what else has that? I was thinking Burger King. I forget about McDonald's. And somebody's talking about, I guess, going through. And so, daughter, are you trying to cook at home more?
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Sorry. So this is where this is going. She's developing an idea. Think about them like painting a picture on a canvas, and it just, that's what it looks like. She goes like this. She showed me a bag. She scrolled it down. She made me hear the plastic or the paper of it. She said, out to eat, drive through, drive through, drive through. I said, okay, well, what about that? She says, oh, not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. I said, why? And she says, she's attempting. And she shows me like rice. She shows me potatoes. She shows me all these different things. And she's talking about you trying to do that. What?
I just got the other day a griddle, Drew Barrymore's griddle that I've always wanted, and I'm trying to cook more, so I got that to make it easier.
Good. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I know exactly which one that is. That's a really nice thing. Yeah. Oh, good job. Yeah, she showed me, we made hash browns this morning. And she was talking about that. And so I want to let you know that she knows and she's with you. And I would even say, ask her for inspiration. Be like, Mom, what should I cook? And she'll bring that up in your brain and follow it. She just showed me macaroni and cheese. So you got to attempt that as well at some point, like the hardcore one. And she's going back through and she's saying, tell me about her. Hold on. Hold on. So do you, what? So you do drink coffee, but you only like the hardcore, like sweetened creamer or something?
Do I do what?
So you do drink coffee, but do you only like put in the hardcore, like where you pop the top, like the sweetened creamer? I don't know what brand that is. Who does that? Or who does like the Dunkin' thing a lot or something? Not the actual coffee, it's like in the fridge.
We're not really much of coffee fans.
No.
She
Yeah.
was though.
She was she was a huge one. Yeah, she showed me a big cup, a big pitcher, and then she showed me what's the one that I know of. See, I put milk in mine when I have it, so it's just different. You know how they have like the Dunkin' Hines, like the pop one or whatever it is, it has like the sweet cream and stuff. And she put that and she made a big ass cup of it. And I'm like, what are you doing? Who is this? And so I'd have to say she probably goes along with that because I was asking her what her favorite food was earlier, right? So like that would probably be part of it. And she's talking about how, tell me, hold on. And just to confirm, she did not have like, she doesn't like her teeth.
She didn't have teeth. She had false teeth.
Did she really?
Her teeth were really messed up, so she got new ones and she got her dentures. She was super proud of her dentures.
Oh my God. Okay, look, so I just took a screenshot. I want you to see what they just popped through while we're talking about teeth. Okay. So she said she didn't like it. She goes, oh my God, I hate my mouth. And you're just like saying she doesn't like it. And it just said horrific. Like while we're channeling it. So yeah, so she thinks that they were horrific. And who ended up, who has her teeth?
She does.
We cremated
Really?
it with her.
That's why. Okay, so many. Oh, I've never actually had it to where somebody like has their teeth or like seen that before. And I said, don't they pop those things out? Isn't that like a medical device? And she goes, no. She says, nobody has my teeth. I'm like, all right, who has? She has them. And she's saying that, tell me. So she's just like making a note that she has her teeth in heaven and she's fine and she loves it. Okay. And why? Hold on. Tell me. With your mom, hold on. Does she have any type of like significant tattoo? Like right here on her back shoulder blade or something?
Yeah.
Like right back. What was that? She keeps showing me that, but I don't know what it is. She keeps referencing that.
She had a matching tattoo with her best friend right there on their both of their shoulder blades.
Right here. Oh, okay. Okay. And that best friend is still alive?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I said, are you with your best friend? I said, is she dead or what? She goes, no, 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 she's still alive. Is there a way that like you could get a message to her? Like, would she be willing to have
Yeah.
that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just because she's like referencing that. And so it's like just letting her know that she loves her and she's around and she sees it. And essentially that's her only way that she could reference it, right? So she also, tell me, hold on, hold on. You did give her a little bit of her?
I know. I haven't seen.
Ah, I gotcha. I gotcha. She goes like this. She says, give, give, give. I go, okay. Do you know she dealt with drug use as well?
I believe she did.
Really? Okay. She goes like this. I said, is she okay? I said, is she going through something? She goes, no, 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 no. And she says she had it rough as well. And she showed me the symbol for high. And I go, oh, what?
I think they did together, like experimenting, I guess, but they
Yeah.
did kind of fall off because mom went into that and she didn't. So they did kind of fall off.
So the drugs are what made it fall off. I got you. Okay, yeah, that's what they would bring up, drugs. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Tell me, hold on. Becky, hold on. Give me 1 second. Is somebody trying to talk about somebody's middle name right now? And because I haven't heard all the middle names in the world, and this may be just like, remember the lab thing earlier? So I don't know if
Yeah.
she's talking about like the actual thing and tricking me, or is she just trying to talk about middle name? She keeps showing me the name Anne over and over and over again. Which is my mother, I know, which is my mother's middle name. I don't know why she would say that. But then I go through and I show each one of y'all, including dad, even though I know it doesn't go with that. And she says no. So I know, hey, you'd be surprised. And hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, hold on. I think she's trying to talk about her daughter. Hold on. What? She is showing me her holding you at birth. And she's trying to talk about like this is the best day of her life. I mean, yes, she loves her son, don't get me wrong, but she's trying to talk about like having you or taking you or holding you. But you, my daughter, you're not named after like your middle name's not named after anybody, correct?
No.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Okay.
where she
Yeah.
got it.
It starts with an A.
It does. It starts with an A. Okay. Yeah. Somebody kept showing me that's probably what it is. And because I haven't heard it before, so she's giving me the closest thing, which I know of Anne, and she's saying middle name.
It's
What is it?
Alora.
Alora? Oh, I've never heard that in my entire life. Yeah, I would have never gotten that. She said Aurora earlier. And I was like, Aurora Borealis? Like, what are we talking about? And it just, okay. Yeah. So I would have to say that, yeah. So she's trying to talk about your middle name and she's talking about naming you. And I was like, what? What does this mean? So she's doing a good job. She's trying to put a really abstract concept in my head. And why? Hold on. Hold on. So when the kids were growing up, both of y'all, when y'all were growing up, Hold on. Did you end up like partially living with mom?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. She just goes like this. She says, "Oh my gosh, I had my kids." And she was like, "I have to send some appreciation to my mom and like to my dad." I said, "Why?" And she says, "Because she was there to like help us. She was there to like help, raise my kids or help my kids." And she says like she keeps doing clapping, which means like big shout out, like super appreciation for being there and doing that for her. And she sees like what a sacrifice that was. And she just loves you for it. She also talks about how, hold on. She's probably like you. Um, she's talking about how mom likes things done a very certain way. Now, I don't know to what extent, but she says, like, I appreciate my mother being able to be flexible, and help out. And she says it wasn't without headbutting. I said, yeah. I said, I can see that. Okay. And she says, but like, what? Tell me. She knows what completely selfless love is because of you. BTW. So she appreciates it. Maybe sometimes you thought you were mean or rude or whatever it is. Now you're just trying to teach somebody a lesson. And my God, you must have a lot of Capricorn in you somewhere too, because the way you feel about directness, oh, you like cut through it all the way through. But she's talking about being very appreciative of this, and like she wouldn't have made it through without your guidance, without that, just all of that. And she says that, tell me, what is this? What? Jim Henson, the Muppets. Hold on. Give me just a second. That's a whole nother area in my brain. Hold on. Yeah, somebody just went and showed me Jim Henson, the Muppets. So maybe that goes to something. I don't know exactly what. Usually that goes around like an era for me. Fozzie Bear. Fozzie? Hold on. Give me a second. Show me Kermit. She showed me.
You don't know.
Oh, hold on. I think she's trying to show me like either somebody's named after something. I don't think it was a favorite show, or this could go into when she was born or like there. Let's look that up. When did what?
It's around Sesame Street and stuff, right?
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. What is
She
that
had
about?
nicknames. She had nicknames for all family members when she was
She was
little.
little.
Little, like 4 years old. She nicknamed everybody.
I was Oscar the Grouch.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, how fun. Yeah, she showed me all the puppets and everything like that. And look, we were just talking about mom and your energy, right? Being cut through and stern and all that. So guess what? She just segued to that, right? All the way through. So I would have to say yes. So who was Snuffy? Was anybody Snuffy?
There was Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch, Bert and
Yeah.
Ernie.
Bert and Ernie. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, somebody just showed me the elephant with the eyes. That was my favorite one though. So that was my favorite one. So that's why I was like, maybe. So she showed me all of that. Also, let's look that up really quick too. Hold on. Street. Hold on. They do. Okay. Hold on. When made. Okay, 1966. Hang on. November 10th. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think nobody's born in 1966, correct?
Maybe
No.
before that.
No, that would be the only thing. So I like to check meanings for a couple of reasons. So sometimes if I get a song in my head, sometimes it's the lyrics, but it can also go along with literally when that song or that movie was released. Other times she's bringing up Jim Henson and all that stuff. So she's talking about nicknames. That's the only way that I would get that. But also sometimes maybe there's a date that goes with it as well. Like I was channeling for a woman. She wanted to channel her husband. and he shows me the Black Pearl movie from Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, mind you, I've never seen it before, but I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean. So I looked it up, and the day that it came out was his birthday, which was kind of interesting. So they go that roundabout way to try to say, hey, ding dong, this is what we're talking about. Okay, we just have to learn the clues. So come back over here. Hang on. What do you mean? Does somebody have anything to do with 81?
No.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, and I don't think it goes with August 1st. So somebody keeps showing me, let me see. Hang on. 5 years. Hold on. 5 years what? Give me 1 second. Do you have any idea? Would she be like around 40-ish or like early 40s?
Yeah, she was 40.
40.
She'd be 42. She's be 42.
She'd be 42. Okay. Yeah, she goes like this. She feels very young. She feels like she's like, I'm 36 right now. And she feels like she's my age over and over and over again. And I asked her, I said, did you have your kids really young? I said, is this how old you are now? A lot of times they'll talk about it. And she goes, no. She says a little bit older. And she says 40. And so, but there's like a roundabout feeling. So that's why I'm like, okay, maybe early 40s or like something like that. She's talking about how, tell me about her. Come here. Why? Hold on. She's wanting to go back. Give me a second. Aww. She's wanting to talk about her sister's house. Hang on. She's also very proud of her daughter having this. What about her? So, what? Is this over here? Or is this over at your house? Hold on. So my sister, do you have are there 3 kids involved between like the daughter and the sister? Are there 3 kids involved?
Well, I have 3 kids in my house.
You have 3 kids. Okay, she's making me only hear like you go, like, let's say for the session, you go, oh, I can't be here. It's too loud. It's too loud. And then I was like, what is this? And she made me hear, and I'm like, all right, those are kids. Okay. And I said, how many kids? And then she's talking about like you being around your nephew, I believe. Yep. Like her child. But then she's talking about you just being like, okay, I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna get out of here, in a sense. So it's like I love my kids, I love this, and she's talking about, but it can get a little rowdy at the same time. And she says that she loves being around all that activity, and she sees them all, and she helps out with them too, or she tries to. She's talking about how what you do need a vacation, take a little moment for yourself, because you're like, oh God, I need a vacation. Oh. And so like work is your away time to be quiet essentially or something. And she's talking, yeah, 100%. She's talking about how, don't worry, they're getting older. It's good. It's good. And she says that, tell me why. Hold on. Oh. So you are living with a gentleman as well?
My husband.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. So this is what she said. She goes like this. I said, so what about her? Who takes care of these kids with her? Is it just her? And then she put the the saxophone song, the da 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 Sleepless Nights, so like a romantic saxophone song. And I go, what? And she's talking about it being with a romantic partner. And so I go, oh, okay, so it's a man. And I would even say maybe this means like you need to get a little bit romantic, kick that back in somehow.
Get back.
Yeah, kick it back in somehow. I don't know exactly how, but she goes through and she plays that saxophone music in my head, which is funny. And she's talking about how, why? Oh, have you and your husband, have y'all known each other for like 10 years?
18.
You're not that old to be known him for 18 years.
17.
17, my God. Okay. Yeah, she goes like this. I said, why? What's up with the romance? I said, are they like new to it or what? Or like, is it a second husband? She goes, oh, no. They've known each other for longer than you've been with yours. And I've been with mine for 8. So I'm like, all right. So it's like 10 or something. And she's talking about, it's good. She's like, but it's like neutralized itself. I said, I gotcha. And she's talking about how, tell me, Olin. Oh. I don't know. Is it your sister? Is it y'all's wedding anniversary coming up, or is it like mom's wedding anniversary, or did it like just happen?
Ours will be in December.
Yours
Mine's
is
in
coming.
March.
Okay. Yeah, she goes like this. She says, "Oh, and speaking of love," and she puts wedding anniversary, and she says, "Oh, they need to go out." So at some point, I just need y'all to go camping. I mean, you're already planning on it. Just go and do it.
Just go and do it.
Go and do it.
I hear you. Just go and do
Yeah.
it.
It's just him. It's him. So just know that she knows, and that's what she wants you to do. She says, oh, and she does say that you are in a good way. So Dad, you are an overachiever packer in a good way. I mean, you plan for everything, which is nice. And like you take your time to get everything together. And maybe that's very annoying to Mom, which is fine, but you do a good job. Yeah, because she's talking about Mom being like, and she's talking about like, it's okay, calm down and come back. Yes, that's how it works. And tell me, come here, what about him? Hold on. She keeps calling you son, her baby boy. Hold on. Do you wear like you don't seem that, I mean, you seem tall, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything bad about it. Do you wear like an 11 shoe?
Yeah, that's my exact size.
Oh, good job, Mom. Yeah. So these are the fun games that you can play. I said, I go, so what do you know about your son? I said, convince him that you're here. Oh, there's the Stanley big cup. There it is. I just saw it. That's what it is. Okay. See, I said, convince your son that you're around. I said, what shoe size does he have? And it looks like this in my brain. And then she goes, and I'm like, are you sure? Is that it? And she like holds it steady. And then she shows literally like your height to your shoe size. And she says, don't worry, feet are a little bit big. He's still growing. He's good. It's not bad. And I go, oh, okay. I said, he doesn't seem that tall, but even though you are. And are you?
I'm like 6 foot.
That's what I was going to say. You're about to be like 6'1", like you're almost there. Like there's something about that. And she was talking about how you're almost as tall or like you're the same height as my husband. He's 6'1". And she just wants to let you know that she's around you and she knows everything about you. And hold on. Prison. That's not a good thing to talk about. Spirit box. We don't need to talk about prison. Nobody's in prison. Hang on. Maybe she's like warning you, don't go to prison. I don't think you're going to at all. But
Please don't.
yes, that's a hard word from your mom in spirit. Don't go to prison, okay? And tell me. Hold on. Come here. Hold on. Where's she going with him? She's talking about 2 things. I think she's trying to say for you, my son, that you need to spend more time with your grandfather. Like doing grandpa things. I don't know why. Or grandpa, you need to spend time with him more. What do I mean by that? He's talking about Dad sitting down, and I guess when you do finally sit down, you can fall asleep in your chair or on the couch or something like that. Or you nod off because she's talking about you. All right, watch just like this.
Yep. That's exactly what happens.
That's it.
And she says and she showed me a vision. So she's like around you watching this happen. And she says, come on, do something. I know you're tired. I think that also lends itself to like when you retire, you can get together and you can really like have more bonding time. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it almost feels like I know you're going to school and stuff. And I'm not saying you're going to die. You're not going to die or anything. But the time is running out to build more of those memories just because of age and where people move and marriages, all that stuff. And she's just talking about like building that connection even more too, because it's like one of the better ones that you have all the way through. And it just said badly. So like you need to badly. And tell me why. Hold on. Tell me. My son, are you ever going to go up to North Carolina?
I don't think so.
Weird. I know. We tend to stay. That's like somebody asking me, am I going to go move to Mississippi? No, I'm staying in Texas. What are you talking about? There's an odd, even though I like Mississippi, but there's an odd. Your mother says like this. She says, oh, and don't worry. She says, my boy's going to end up in North Carolina. And I go, oh, okay. And I'm going to say even like 5 or 6 years down the line, I think it goes with career more than anything. And for some reason, I think you may, now I don't really know. I've never been to North Carolina. I think you do end up somewhere around Charlotte. So I don't know why. It feels more like career, but you'll just have to let me know. And there's going to be some sort of move that goes with that. And why? Tell me. Hold on. 2000 what? 2002. What are you talking about? Oh, is that you? Oh, good job. See, look, she keeps doing. She's like a Energizer bunny. She'll never wear out. We just have to give her a little bit more energy. I said, so what about this? I said, what she says, and tell something 2002. Oh, that's my baby. That's my baby. Blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, okay. And so she's talking about how much she loves you and how much she cares about you. She's also saying, hang on, give me a second. Hold on. Why? Oh, how interesting. My daughter, there's 2 things that I would like you to do. One, I don't know why I feel this way, but I think that you have some creative bone in your body, that you haven't, I don't know. It's weird. They keep showing you with an Etsy store. That's the whole weird thing. And I know you don't do creativity, and I know you don't have an Etsy store like right now. It doesn't feel like that at all. Maybe you've been inspired to go that route, but clearly you probably don't have enough time for that right now. So I would even say that maybe you get one of these bones down the line to go and do that. What do you have any idea?
So I am a stay-at-home mom, and I can't really like get a job, and I am creative. I am very artsy, and I want to start an Etsy, and I want to do like sell my stuff. But since I'm home with the baby, he won't let me do nothing, so I can't get into like my hobbies as much as I used to. But I really want to.
Okay, just take your time and do that. And it's okay. And it seems like that would be a really good thing. Yeah, she's just talking about how Etsy, the store, doing that. It's good. Keep it going. You have this. But just give it a year, give it 2 years, and then practice little by little that you can. And I think it'd be a really, really good idea. So just know there's time. Okay. Just know there's time. There's also an odd, hold on. Oh, it just said design as well. Hold on. What? Weird. At some point, I'd also like you to get into like add crochet in there as well, just for like little things. I have no idea why. Just like something artsy and cute too on top of it. Hold on. Do you do something like that already?
What was it?
Have you done anything with like crochet yet?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, what do you do with crochet? You're better than me. I tried that and I threw my sticks away. I was like, nope, not for me. What did you do?
I crochet all kinds of stuff, but I actually crocheted all of my family little bees to like represent my mom and gave them all like at Christmas.
Yes. Okay. Let me show you what she showed me. This is where it came from. So hold on, let me go on my Etsy store. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Where's Etsy on here? Hold on. I just want to show you where she was trying to go with this. Where are you? What do you look like?
It's orange.
Or sorry. It is, isn't it? Thank you. Yeah, there. Oh, here we go. Yes, thank you. Hold on. So I'm going to show you what she showed me. So the other day, I ordered something for one of my friends, and I actually have to leave a review for it. But hold on, let me take a picture of the screen. Okay. Hold on. So hold on. So how I said, I don't know if it'll pick it up on here. Oh, you can't see it very well. So this is like a motivational pickle, and this is like a piece of toast, and it's done in crochet. And so I ordered these. I ordered 3 of them. They paid $46. They're like this little. And then they have little emotional support things on it. And I sent them to her. And she just showed me my Etsy order. And she talked about how that would be a really good thing. So I would have to say she's adding in the bee. And she's also talking about maybe you should add and do something like that too. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's a very cool way of doing it. So y'all, for right now, I know we're kind of like gearing down, the end of our time getting into all this. I want to see, does like anybody have any questions? She is an extremely active spirit in a good way. Does anybody have questions?
I just wanted to know if she's up there with my dad.
Hold on. Somebody said Logan Paul. Okay, hold on. Okay, I can tell you just from the feeling that I'm getting from her, your dad would also be a pretty darn good person. Um, and so he would be in a higher vibrational state. He doesn't feel heavy. Hold on. Not like that other guy she was trying to talk about earlier. Tell me. Hold on. Oh. So somebody is showing me a picture of you, Mom. I'm gonna have to say you're 10, 11, maybe something like that. And tell me, hold on. Did they make you have like the puffier hair like when you were like 10 or 11? Did they make you have that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're just showing me a picture of you being a little girl. And like they're talking about dad coming up behind you and they're talking about him like being very warm. And they're saying like this is how they see you or this is how he sees you. So I would have to say that your dad is a higher vibrational entity. He is with your daughter and he's trying to flash memorable pictures or what you used to look like because that's how he sees you. He sees you as like his daughter, like a little kid in a good way, not a bad way. Okay. It's very almost like innocent. The other thing too is that he is a little bit more settled in his energy. And the reason why I say that is because when you cross over in something like how she did, right? It was crazy. It was instant. The reason why y'all had this session is because she probably made the person purchase it to talk because she had so much stuff she wanted to get out and talk about. Like there was not 30 seconds where we didn't say something, which is crazy because it's hard for them to put, especially one person, 2 hours worth of energy. It's really, really difficult. And it's because all of y'all love her. But your dad feels a little bit more settled. So he's going to be more of almost like this angelic type of spirit. And I wouldn't even be surprised. Hang on. So he had died before she had?
Yeah, it's long before.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, she goes like this. I said, did you invite him with you? Because whenever somebody passes, there's spirits that come and bring you home. And she goes, no, 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 no. No, he found me. He found me too. And I go, oh, okay. That means obviously that he's crossed before her. So I would have to say yes, he is there and he is around. What other questions? Anybody at all? Anything?
She didn't really talk a lot about my son.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see. Hang on. Hmm. Interesting. Do you know now, because I'm not a doctor, let's go back into this. And so I don't know every diagnosis and stuff like that. Um, did he deal with like not just like normal like butt rash, but did he ever deal with like rough patches or like rashy skin for a little bit and finally it's like kind of gone?
Yeah, it's gone now, but he had eczema.
He did. He did. Yeah. He literally showed me an arm and then she showed me like skin flaking and she showed me red and like painful or whatever it is. And then she says, gone, gone, not having to deal with it anymore. So I would have to say that's one random thing. Yeah. So she watches him. I would even say she's like helping him. Tell me, on what? You talk to him like he's a little man. Just how you that's how you speak to. I'm sorry, she's making me hear you. An example would be like, I'm giving you what? I'm giving you a bath. Why do you have to splash so much? I love you. Okay, we're gonna get you in this towel. Come on, what is that about?
I gave him a bath yesterday in the bathtub because sometimes I do it in the sink, so it's just easier. But yesterday I did it in the
Yes.
bathtub. He made my whole bathroom wet. I'm like, now why? Be for real. Why'd you just do that?
Yes, that's the talking like a little man. So she was with you during bath time and she was hearing you speak to him. So she's replaying that memory with me. Okay. And she's talking about how what? Go
Also,
ahead and ask.
I do have to. When you said June, my son's
Yeah.
name is Jude.
Jude. Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I
but
I would have to tell me.
my great grandma is named June. So there's
June.
both.
Oh, your mother's name June?
Mine and my brother's mother is June.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Okay. I would have to say that probably it probably will go with both. Sometimes they can have like a double meaning. So just stay with me. Hang on. Come here. Who? Who? Hold on. Hold on. I have no idea. Somebody just showed me an M name. Like Moses. We're going back to the Bible. What is going on? Hold on. Is your son's middle name with an M?
No.
Weird. Okay. Yeah. Somebody's putting an M name with a middle name. Hold on. Give me a second. Come here. Tell me. Hold on. Come here. She's so good. I just trust her. Everything that she says. Hold on. Come here. Tell me about him. Oh, with your son, did he have a hard time? Like, this is so random and personal. I am so sorry, but this is just what they do. Just be here with me. Did your son have a hard time healing from his belly button or from his
Oh
peep?
my God. Yes.
What is that
Yes.
about?
When he was born, his umbilical cord fell off, but it would not heal and it would not heal. And it happened to be like there was still a hole there. So they had to like nitrate it like back and like burn
Oh
it, basically
God.
kill it.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, she showed me this little like that. And I'm like, girl, I don't know where we're going with this, but you can tell me about it. Yeah. So she knows. She knows. And she goes, oh my God. And we're just like, oh, what do we do? How do we go? How does this? Ah. And she's talking about, I was here for the whole thing. Okay. So yeah, so she knows.
Yes, that was
Yeah,
so
I've never had
funny.
that show up
I
before.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, she'll remind you about everything. So y'all, another thing, I'm gonna have to run to my next session in just a second though, y'all. So what other questions, if anything? I'm gonna be able to take about 2 more and then I'm gonna have to go. Otherwise, my next people are gonna be mad at me. I could sit here with y'all for like 7 hours, honestly. Y'all are great. Anything?
I kind of want to know, like, I don't know if it's kind of like selfish to ask, but like, what's going on, like, with my, like, if she knows, like, sorry,
It's okay.
anything to do with like where I'm like going, like, in my life.
Ah. Yeah, with your life. So earlier it was definitely go the computer science, right? Or the other route, right? That's both of those are very important. The other thing is I think the North Carolina is going to end up down the line. I don't know why, but it feels like further out, like 7 to 8 years. There's hold on. Hold on. Whatever you do and whatever you do, son, do not, and I know that you're not into that. It's not a thing. If somebody says try this pill, do not take it.
Okay.
Don't. And the whole reason for that is because she just flashed me an image of you being dead from fentanyl. And that is very serious. And it's scary. And I have read people that happens to, and they don't know. And she says, oh, it's just like, yeah, it's fun. It's okay. And I get it. I grew up in the early 2000s. I understand. Okay. But now we're dealing with a different type of monster here than back then. And she just goes like this. She says, don't just be like, oh, okay, cool. We'll relax. And she's just saying, because you don't know and there's like a super high chance. And
I
that would
tell them
just
all the time.
okay. So now your mother is literally coming into my head from God to yell at you about this. So if that's not a sign, I don't understand what it is. So listen to me. Okay. Listen to her because she knows and I want you to know about your world and your reality. Everything that is said, everything that you feel is happening for a reason. It's not just because it's all by chance. Like there's a reason for it. I promise you. Okay. So think about it. I know personally and she says, as long as you don't do that, the sky is the limit. She's also talking about how make sure you push through school all the way. That last half, don't be like, oh, I'm just not going to, oh, I'll wait. Don't push through 2-3 years, whatever it is, keep going. Okay. Don't lose faith and you'll get out on the other side and you'll be better for it. Life is going to be good. It's going to be a little rough. You may be a little depressed. Don't worry about it. You're going to be okay. And then there's a feeling of like, by the time you hit about 27, you're good to go. Okay. Which seems like a long time from now, but really it's not. Believe me, it's like a blink of an eye. But I do think that you're going to do very darn well. Just don't take that pill. It comes from another guy, a guy friend. Okay. Like somebody very close that you would trust. So don't do it. Okay. Okay. There you go. There's your warning. So, but you are very much loved. You're very much loved. So, y'all, any other questions? Sorry, that got serious really quick. We went from umbilical cords to death. Like that's not very nice, but that's how they work. So any other questions at all?
I can't think of nothing.
Okay, so this is what I want y'all to do now. That was a long session. I appreciate you being here with me. It feels like it went by in a blink and an eye for me personally. I want to let you know as well that I'll probably get more stuff from your mom, your daughter, your aunt, all the way through over the next couple of days, just because of how she crossed and because she's a badass on a spirit box. And I always do this all day long, usually with me. So if I get other things, just know that I'm going to email you and I'll be like, does this make sense to you? Okay. If you have any questions or if you get any interesting feelings, please email me. Okay. Obviously, if it's channeling, I have to be in front of you, right? So if you're just like, oh, where does she need to go? If I'm just on my computer at home, it doesn't work out that great because you have to have a connection. But the other thing too is that I'm going to send you a copy of the recording tomorrow morning. And tonight, you will probably go from being very happy to very sad. You may go like this. And it's because when we're channeling, they're coming in and they're using your energy, and you'll feel really good. And then you may feel really bad. It'll kind of stabilize out by like tomorrow morning. The other thing too is you may have like this big sense of relief, which is really cool. And part of that is because not only did you get to connect, but it's also the pressure that you felt is because her trying to connect to you too. So that's not going to be there anymore because she's able to talk and like get everything all the way through. The last thing is y'all may have some pretty interesting dreams tonight or tomorrow night. We're channeling, you're allowing it to happen. And so you may have some interesting dreams. So just take note of all that. And y'all, if you need me or anything, just reach out to me. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye.